Hi, Barman here, Tom. For those who know me, you've probably been wondering why I haven't posted anything online for a few days, and it is because I am no longer on the trail. I'm back home again. Um, I had 2 miserable days in Georgia, I must say. The first, I think, was on my last video. It was a very grueling trek from Amicalola Falls Lodge to the Black Gap shelter. The next morning, I went from the shelter to Springer Mountain Shelter, and about halfway there, the skies just opened up and it poured down rain so hard that I just barely got my rain jacket on. There's no way I was going to get my rain pants on, but for the whole suit. But I did get the rain jacket on, and my upper body at least stayed a little bit dry, but my lower body was completely drenched and completely wet. So I got up to the Springer Mountain Shelter with a few other people, and we decided to set up camp in the shelter for the remainder of the day and night. I was cold, I was wet. I changed my pants into my rain pants, which I should have done at Black Gap Shelter, but I didn't. So my fault. I didn't have really enough warm clothing because my pack was already 38 pounds and I didn't want to take any more warm clothing along. So I just left that back at home. And so I was not only wet, but I was very cold. My back hurt, my legs hurt. It was just a miserable day. Ate lunch, ate dinner, tried to get some sleep, but like the night before, I may have only gotten about 4 hours of sleep at the most, probably. And every time I turned on one side, that side hurt, my hip, and every time I turned on the other side, that hip hurt. So it was just one of those very sleepless nights. A couple of people in the shelter said they did hear me snoring, so I did sleep a little bit anyway, but I don't remember how much. It didn't seem like a whole lot of sleep. When I just sat around a little bit during the day, every time I tried to get up to move, my whole body hurt, especially from my lower back down to my feet. It was just a lot of pain, a lot of stiffness. I met a lot of people along the way who said, "Hey, don't worry about it. After another couple of days, you'll be feeling much better, and your body will get used to it, and you can adjust." But I was looking at where I was and where I was going to go. I only did about 10 miles in 2 days, and I expected to do 10 miles each day. But of course, that didn't work. So I didn't know how much food I would have. I didn't know how far I would go the following couple of days. And so I just decided to cut my losses right there at the parking lot at Springer Mountain, where I could get a shuttle. And that's what I did. I took a shuttle to Dawsonville, got a hotel in Dawsonville on Sunday, and got a rental car from Enterprise on Monday morning. And then drove home back to Pennsylvania. So I am here in Pennsylvania. I do want to say that I did enjoy my time. I'm a little bit disappointed, but it was a learning experience, and you can't plan for everything. Even though I tried, I was about 90% prepared, but that little bit made a difference. I met some great people on the trail. There was 3 young people from Washington, D.C., who were really nice and really helpful, and I really enjoyed talking with them and getting along with them. There was a few women that met each other on Facebook and then met at Springer Mountain Shelter, and they were nice. They were good people. And then there was Palm Trees, who is, I guess I could describe him as a wanderer, because he said, when everybody asked him where he was from, he said his last place he was from Florida, but it didn't sound like he had a permanent address. I think he just hikes all the time. He said he's done about 3,000 miles of the trail already, mostly in the southern part. So he's going to be hiking north. He was really nice. A lot of good information from him. He's a wealth of knowledge, that's for sure. And then the other guy I remember that stuck out in my mind is Wizard. And Wizard was an interesting guy, interesting young guy who seemed to want to set up residence at Springer Gap Shelter, or Springer Mountain Shelter, which is really unusual. He had like 30 pounds of food with him, and he was there when everybody came, and he was there after everybody left. And I don't know, it seemed to me like he wanted to set up camp right there and stay there for a while. So he may have done that, I don't know. But there were some interesting people I met along the way, and they were all real nice, and it was a good time. Like I said, it was a lot of good learning experience. And I am back home. My back still hurts, my legs still hurts, and I'm going to try to get that taken care of. There are going to be more adventures along the way, and I'm going to be starting to plan for some of those adventures as I can over the next couple of weeks, and so I'll see where I end up. For those who wondered why they call me Barman, or why I call me Barman, if you can see behind me, my friend John and I went to Kentucky before going to Georgia, before he dropped me off in Georgia, I should say. And so there are some of the items I bought in Kentucky and some in North Carolina on my way home. And of course, there is my bar right behind me. So the bar that, I built that bar, and it's right there. So that's why Barman. I was a bartender at one time, and used to use an email address called Barman. So that's who I am. Again, I had a great time. I met a lot of great people. I wish I could meet them again. In the future, maybe this year, I'll start doing a lot of trail magic up in the somewhere between Hamburg and Delaware Water Gap, somewhere around my house. Maybe up Bake Oven Knob and places like that along the AT in Pennsylvania. The guy that was driving the shuttle was a really cool guy, and he was real nice and real helpful. And I like his attitude about driving the shuttles and helping people out. So maybe I'll do that too. I have an idea that I could probably be pretty good at that. If I got a van or some kind of vehicle, I could shuttle people around the trail in the Allentown area. There goes my dog. So that's another possibility. So there's a lot of things I can do. There's a lot of things I can plan to do, or I'm planning on doing. So it's just a matter of getting started and doing some of that. Right now I'm in the process of putting all of my gear away, sorting it out. So in the next couple of weeks I'll be doing that. Actually, next couple of days, getting some things cleaned up, and then start to make some more plans. So that's where I am right now. Sorry I couldn't go farther and do more on the trail, do more videos, show you some of the great scenery that I'm sure I would see. But at this point, I'm here. I may do some sections. I may post some stuff later on in the future, but as of right now, this is probably going to be the last one for a while. So thanks for watching. Thanks for following. And maybe I'll talk to you somewhere down the trail or on YouTube somewhere in the future. Bye.